Roy, it sounds like Bowie Fisher, Hopkins' trainer, is seeing a different fight than we are. I mean, he seems to think that everything's going along great.
Pat Burns must be too, because he's fussing at Jermain Taylor about not being busy enough.
Well, I think Burns is probably right that Taylor enhances his chance to win if he can be busier. On the other hand, CompuBox numbers show Taylor throwing exactly twice as many punches per round, getting off 37 punches per round to so far only 18 for Hopkins. And again, those of us who wonder how Bernard Hopkins is going to win this fight don't see him getting that much more active. It's about selection, obviously, and you're saying, Roy, that that withering right-hand counter and the left hook, thrown effectively, will eventually reel the young fighter in.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, I think. I think his plan was not to try to come in and outwork the guy, but try to come out, take him in the deep water, and then catch him with a big shot. That's what I think his plan is, because he didn't come out aggressive. He didn't come out and throw a lot of punches to show that he wanted to outwork Jermain Taylor, so that has to be his plan. Now, I don't know if that's going to work.
My feeling is it better be, because if the plan involved winning rounds, he's not doing that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And now Taylor willing to exchange, and Hopkins begins to throw a little more, and they're even in that exchange. Jab from Hopkins, pretty rare so far. Second jab from Hopkins.
In recent fights, watching Bernard Hopkins fight is like watching someone swim laps. He hasn't been active, and he hasn't turned it up here.
Stop! Let go. Step back, please. Please step back. Let go now. Now box.
Good left hook by Hopkins, backs Taylor off after Taylor had begun the exchange. But one punch at a time for Bernard. Basically all the combinations in the fight have been thrown by Jermain. To the degree that anybody's landed a combination, it's Taylor.
You know, Roy, you've been talking about Hopkins hoping the kid makes a mistake. There comes a time in a fight where he's got to decide the kid isn't making many mistakes. I better start doing something else.
Now, that's true. And I think he's running out of time being this is the 8th round.
The kid is not giving him anything with mistakes. The kid is maybe more conservative than his trainer wants.
Don't hold his head.
But he's the one who's doing the fighting. And so far, he's still winning the round.
Jay Nady's saying one more hold and hit on Hopkins' part and to take a point away from him.
And I've made the point. I don't think he can afford a point deduction. Or at least it wouldn't appear that way. We've got 8 rounds in the books. When is Bernard Hopkins going to make his statement?
You see Hopkins going and throwing a good right hook. No, I didn't see a hit, but then.
Well, Hopkins managed to clip Taylor's chin with his head as he was kind of leaning in. But there was no damage done, and the exchange was basically even, I think. Every round begins with the bleeding momentarily stopped on the top of Taylor's head, and then the trickle begins again shortly after the beginning of the round. CompuBox numbers in the 8th, Hopkins 4 out of 24, Taylor 5 out of 41. It's been the pattern of the fight all along. The kid throws twice as many punches.
That was a good right hand by Hopkins, which is what he wants to do. But Taylor came out and did a smart thing, which was start feinting Hopkins early in this round.
Good body shots by Taylor, right and left, and he gets away before the counter comes.
Is the kid exposing the old man's age? Or has the old man got something left?
You're holding. You're holding.
Capacity in the house is 13,000. Attendance officially 11,992. There's an air of tension now as the 9th round progresses toward its close.
Good jab by Jermain.
I think Jermain Taylor's confidence is rising, Roy Jones. He doesn't believe so far that he's seen anything that he can't handle. Even though he got caught with the 2 big right-hand counter punches, He seems more comfortable than before.
Yeah. But also, I think what's happening here is Bernard Hopkins is now moving forward. He now knows that he's got to do something, and we'll see if Taylor can capitalize on that.
Stop now! Now we box.
There's no reason to want to fight inside with Bernard Hopkins, but Taylor so far is holding his own in there. Hopkins trying to end things with a big right hand.
Which is what I told you earlier. That's his whole plan.
Well, but it's an odd plan for a guy who's never had knockout power and has been content to win most fights by decision.
Particularly fighting against a bigger man. Right hand counter by Hopkins. Taylor again misses with the right, takes a little left, comes back to the left of his own. Now there's going to be a fight in the ring.
That was a 10-second clock.
Taylor not letting Hopkins seize the initiative.
3 rounds to go. Rounds to 1. But all the urgency was in Taylor's corner. Power shots in 9, Hopkins 5 out of 19, Taylor 2 out of 15. Harold, how do you have it scored 3/4 of the way through?
Okay, Jim. 88, 83, 7 rounds to 2, Jermain Taylor. Jim, I got this. If Bernard Hopkins doesn't pick up the pace, he wouldn't win this fight if it were in a blue horizon. I mean, he's got to start getting off. Now, in round 9, he moved forward. He landed a couple of nice shots. He may have eked out that round, but that's about the first round he's won since the 5th. 7-2, Jermain Taylor.
Well, obviously, on Harold Letterman's card, Hopkins is already in need of a knockout. Now, we have no idea what the 3 official cards look like. Of course, Dwayne Ford, Jerry Roth, Paul Smith, 3 veteran Nevada judges.
Stop now, stop! Let go. Now break box.
Of the 32 knockouts in his career, Bernard Hopkins has scored 3 of those KOs past the 10th round. Those were in fights in which he was dealing out most of the punishment.
Okay?
That was a really lazy, poorly thrown punch by Taylor. I wonder if he's a little tired or just thinking, I've got this championship won and it's mine to lose now.
Let's go with a big right hand. That may be the punch that could turn it around for Hopkins. Taylor holding on with 45 seconds to go in the 10th.
And that's what I've been telling y'all the whole time. I knew that's what his plan was. It's a matter of can he execute or not.
Hopkins again catches Taylor with right, hits him behind the head. Nady pulls him back in. Taylor caught Hopkins with an uppercut.
Hopkins is a little tired himself now.
And Jermain Taylor lands a right hand to punctuate the round. Bernard Hopkins got in the big right hand shot.